Hello students. So in this lecture I'm going to start 8051 microcontroller. So Intel's original MCS51 family was developed using NMOS, that is N-type metal oxide semiconductor technology, like its predecessor Intel MCS48, but later versions use complementary metal oxide semiconductor, that is CMOS technology, and consumes less power than their NMOS predecessors. So we'll go ahead with the more salient features of 8051 microcontroller. So 8051 microcontroller, it is a 8-bit microcontroller. 8-bit microcontroller means the data bus of 8051 microcontroller is of 8 bits, that is both internal and external data bus of 8051 microcontroller is 8 bits wide, that is it can process 8-bit data at a time. It is a CISC based microcontroller with Harvard architecture, means it has separate program and data memory. Then it has 8-bit ALU, that is arithmetic and logic unit, and 8-bit accumulator. So this 8-bit ALU, that is arithmetic and logic unit, as we know, ALU is the heart of as when I was discussing the microprocessor part, I told you ALU is the heart of microprocessor. Here also ALU is the heart of a microcontroller. It performs arithmetic and bitwise operation on binary numbers, and the ALU in 8051 is 8-bit wide, that is it can perform operations on 8-bit data. So ALU of 8051 microcontroller is 8-bit wide. The accumulator in 8051 microcontroller is also 8 bits wide, that is it is an important register. Accumulator is an important register associated with arithmetic and logic unit, and it is an 8-bit register. This accumulator of 8051 is an 8-bit register. 8051 microcontroller has dual, that is it has two 16-bit address lines, that is it can access 2 into 2 to the power 16 memory locations, that is it can access 2 into 2 to the power 16 memory locations, because it has two 16-bit address bus. It has two 16-bit address bus. It can access 2 into 2 to the power 16 memory locations, that is which is equal to 64 kilobytes, that is 65536. What I'm trying to say is that since this 8051 microcontroller has two 16-bit address bus, it can access up to 2 into the power 2 to the power 16 memory locations, that is 64 kilobyte for RAM and 64 kilobyte for ROM. So this 64 kilobyte means 65536 memory locations. So ROM is the program memory, RAM is the data memory. As I've told you that it has Harvard architecture, we have separate, this 8051 microcontroller has separate program and data memory. So since 8051 microcontroller has two 16-bit address lines, it can access 64 KB RAM and 64 KB ROM, that is 64 KB data memory and 64 KB program memory. Now, as I've told you, it has 64 KB RAM and it has 64 KB for ROM, but it has on-chip 4 KB ROM. It has on-chip 4 KB ROM, that is program memory, which can be expanded up to 64 KB. 8051 microcontroller has 128 bytes of on-chip RAM. That is, this on-chip RAM is divided into 4 register banks, bank 0, bank 1, bank 2 and bank 3, where each register bank is consisting of 8 registers. So this data memory can also be expanded up to 64 KB. This 128 bytes data memory can also be expanded up to 64 KB. So I'll discuss about all these things in detail when I'll be discussing the memory organization part of 8051 microcontroller. Now this 8051 microcontroller has 4 input output port, that is port 0, port 1, port 2 and port 3. It has 4 input output port and each port is of 8 bit. It is bidirectional input output port and each port is bit addressable. Then it has 16-bit timer counter. It has two 16-bit timer counters. It has 5 interrupts, that is 3 internal interrupts and 2 external interrupts. So all 5 interrupts are operated in 2 priority levels that I'll be discussing later. It has on-chip power saving circuit also in 2 modes, like idle mode and power down mode. And it has one full duplex serial communication port, that you can say UART communication port. Then it has on-chip Boolean processor for single bit manipulation. It has on-chip Boolean processor for single bit manipulation. It has on-chip oscillator and clock generator circuit with operating frequency of 12 megahertz. So these were the salient features. Few more features are like it has 116-bit program counter and 116-bit data pointer. It has 32 general purpose registers where each register is of 8 bits. So these are some of the salient features of 8051 microcontroller. So once you will go through the architecture and the pin diagram part and memory organization part of 8051 microcontroller, you will get to understand these features well. So moving ahead with the packaging of the 8051 microcontroller. So this 8051 microcontroller is available in a variety of IC packaging types. The most popular and commonly used 8051 microcontroller packaging is dual inline packaging, that is DIP. Dual inline packaging, it is often available, this dual inline packaging. So it is often available is a 40 pin PDIP, that is plastic dual inline packaging IC. The other common packaging type is 44 lead PLCC. This 44 lead PLCC, that is plastic leaded chip carrier. It is a kind of surface mount package. Another surface mount packaging for 8051 microcontroller is 44 lead TQFP, that is thin quad flat package. Thin quad flat package. It is also another type of packaging for 8051 microcontroller. This is a surface mount packaging. So this was all about the features and packaging types of 8051 microcontroller. In my next lecture, we'll move ahead with the pin diagram and architecture of 8051 microcontroller. I'm ending this class here. Thank you.